TTRLA, man, we are back with another clip. You know what I mean? Amen, say, man, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Like, subscribe, and share to my channel, motherfucker. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Alright, you should be good, man. Alright, this right here is an informative clip. So, I came across this video. Now, so let me back up. If you don't know, there are 2 black men who have been arrested in Arlington, Virginia for posting the video of the airplane crash. And the police say that they are being arrested because they were interrupting airspace some bullshit that they said, because you know what I'm saying, this was all some deep internal Illuminati government ploy that was fucking fucked up because people got video cameras, cell phones. So they arrested the black man. Fast forward, there are still videos coming out. This is a video of the Black Hawk that crashed into the American Airlines plane. Now, prior to the Black Hawk crashing, it was paused in the air for a minute or 2 or 3. I don't know how long, but it was just stuck there. Now, my conspiracy theory is that it's been said that the plane didn't have anybody in it, right? And it is a known fact that the people on the Black Hawk helicopter were in a simulation. They were preparing, they were doing a simulation for doomsday, if the world was to ever get hit by the terrorists and the world is crashing and burning. They were doing that type of stimulation, right? So my theory is that the pilots and the people inside the plane were not actually inside the actual Black Hawk, but inside a simulated Black Hawk type of situation, like a VR type shit, right? And that in this simulation, that the people who made it did not make the real airplane routes, because this is supposed to be a day probably where no flights are taking off or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that maybe they didn't have that in the mind when they made the simulation. So I feel like that the people was not in the actual Black Hawk helicopter, they was in a simulation. And so when when the people in the tower was warning the people in the Black Hawk, hey, y'all getting a little close, you know what I'm saying, they didn't hear it, or they heard it because, okay, let me back up. They were supposed to, the pilot was supposed to have night vision goggles on, right? They said that the pilot didn't have the night vision goggles on. Boom. The reason why is because in the stimulation they was in, it was daytime. So they didn't need to have the nighttime goggles on because it was daytime. You know what I'm saying? In the stimulation. Although it was night in real time, they was in daytime in the stimulation. So when they might have even heard the people with the warning come through the simulation saying, hey, y'all in the path of a airplane, and they probably confused, like, what airplane? That's probably why they were paused right here in this video that I'm about to show y'all. That's probably why they was paused, because they was trying to figure out what airplane. You know what I'm saying? Where's the airplane? Because we don't see no airplane on our side, because again, they is in the daytime in the simulation. So this video, so that's why I feel like they hit a direct line into the American Airlines joint, because the military and the government had them in a fake ass simulation. They didn't even have them in a Black Hawk, because the lady was a trained Black Hawk pilot, but probably a simulator pilot, because she had 500 hours of flying. Probably the simulation Black Hawk. And whole time they had her driving the real Black Hawk from a simulation, which was why the Black Hawk was empty. I bet you those bodies not burnt up, y'all. I bet you those bodies not burnt up. They not going to tell us, or we not going to see. But I bet you those bodies not burnt up. And I bet you they might have, even the government even faked, like they took them bodies out of the fucking helicopter. You know what I'm saying? But boom, we're going to look at the video.
I don't know. It's Bowie. I don't know what it's doing.